Oh, this poor guy. He's like, what's happening? Who are these? All right, we're gonna all flow this way. We're gonna turn this way. And notice how they're walking nice and calm and just strolling. They don't care about much but the moment. That's how every walk should be. That's how every moment should be if your dog can't be that way on their own. And that's what the commands do, is it just keeps them in a calm, momentary thinking type of state to replace all these times where they're getting way ahead of themselves. That's the mental rubber band. That's where they're thinking so many steps ahead or around them. They're pulled in all these directions, and that's what causes them to react and not listen. Here's our group, sitting, waiting patiently to do some distance training here at Griffith Park. All the dogs doing so well at focusing. All right, so we're going to start walking away from our dog. So if you feel the long leash will do, start working it. If you have your short leash and you're only comfortable with that, just try to get to the end of it. But you want to build some space and focus despite what's going on next to them and around them. So really gauge it. If they're paying attention, push the distance, push the time. If they're looking around and they're not engaging the command, stay close until you get that level of commitment, then start working the distance and the time. The hard part is getting him to stay there. Good boy, Happy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. All right, so try to walk away. All right, so on the count of 3, we're going to call them all at the same time, so get your distance. And we're gonna do the big recall. All right, 1, 2, 3, come. Once they get there, have them hold their place. Sitting in front of you or next to you is fine. And give them some praise for coming to you, for hitting the mark. And as you practice this just on your own, you want to build distance, and you certainly want to add a lot of distractions so they learn how to listen and apply this in all types of life settings. Really, really important stuff. And so we're in our circle. So we're going to play a little game. Anyone remember Duck, Duck, Goose when we were kids, or I was a kid? I don't know. Age myself a little bit. See, the angle makes something different happen. Just a different mode, even different from his brother. So that's another issue, is just he's used to being in closer proximity to the other dog in his household. So what I do with Duck, Duck, Goose is I will start, but we're going to take our dogs 1 or 2 at a time and go around the circle, and we're going to sit behind each dog and have them sit and just sniff over at the other dog. A lot of dogs get distracted by that or don't like it. And then what we're going to do is, once I tag a dog by saying Goose, then we're going to walk together with that dog, and I'm going to show you, so don't worry, I'll demonstrate. What this is going to do is build up tolerance for dogs behind you, focus, and be able to walk with a mini pack to have a couple dogs together while they're circling the others behind them. Ultimately. But put Tanner where he's facing the way he was, because he's trying to take back control by facing him, and what you're saying is there's no threat. See, they don't like this. That's why we're doing this. It's a patience and tolerance building exercise, so they can learn how to deal with concepts they usually would avoid on their own. You're putting them stuck in this position that they don't face, and when they do, they can actually accept it more and learn to listen at these times. That's one thing I know, is when dogs have challenges with listening or social issues, Mr. Tanner. Okay, now we're gonna pick, we gotta pick a goose, sorry. Let's pick Berkeley, Goose. So you guys walk together around. Yep. Let's go. Now, while they're walking, we're going to get another one going. So let's take Chip, and Chip's going to go around and do the duck. Let's go the other direction. So we're going to kind of counterclockwise. There we go. Let's have them sit at each one, and you guys keep walking around, and then Berkeley will start sitting behind the dogs going the other direction, clockwise, once you get back to your spot. You know I'm making this up as I go, right? I'm just kidding. No, I did it before, but it was years ago. That's it. Now Berkeley will go around and sit behind each dog. So he'll take one more lap. Go in the same direction. And then whenever you want, you pick a goose. I'll pick a goose. Okay, cross paths. All right, so let's walk with our structure command. Nice and calm, nice and slow. This is like a cool down after an intense exercise session. We did our warm-up, we did our duration training, and now we're doing our cool down period. Some dogs need a lot of warm-up. And we're just gonna wave this way. We're just gonna curve and turn around this way.